You are tuned in to What Up Baltimore online radio. Please note that the views and opinions expressed are of the host and not of Lady J Media. Thank you and enjoy the show.
I know you do. I know you do, because that's what I do. I give you that kind of love that makes you come back. I'm your pusher, baby. Your pusher.
Hey, little black boy, let me holler at you for a minute. I was once in your place. You should respect what I say. Some of the things I'm about to tell you just may save your life in a world where not much is right. Little black boy, you're gonna see and experience all sorts of things, but don't let your mind be locked in the chains. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Spitfire Poetry Shutdown. I am your host, John Hansboro. Today is August the 24th, 2022. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening so far today. I am having a good day myself, a nice relaxed day. This is the only day during the week where I'm really not doing too much. Actually, I try not to do anything, but I had to do a couple things, but trying to regroup and just take a day to relax and just chill and regroup, you know what I mean? So Spitfire Poetry Shutdown podcast is brought to you by Lady J Entertainment. Go to ladyjmedia@gmail.com to find out all the ways to watch all the shows on What Up Baltimore online radio. There's a show just about every day during the week. You want to follow What Up Baltimore online radio for what's going on in the community, for, you know, a lot of the different shows that we have on here. We have some wonderful, wonderful hosts that host the show. And tonight, if you want to call in, give me a holler. The number here is 443-297-4753. That's 443-297-4753. All right. I will be the host and the feature tonight. Rough week this week. Last week and this week was pretty busy. So I just wanted to release on my own and do some stuff on my own. I truly use poetry as a form of therapy for me. I don't just say that, it's the truth. That's how I get through a lot. So I wanted to feature myself this week because I need it. Also, tomorrow, Thursday, August 25th, come check us out, y'all, at 4000 Coolidge Avenue, C Roses. The Spitfire Poetry edition of Vibes and Verses is tomorrow, August 25th. Listen to me. Our kids get ready to go back to school on Monday, a lot of us. All right. Come out tomorrow night, come out Thursday, and just let it all out because we get ready to have a busy school year. The holidays are right around the corner. A lot of us coming off a vacation. And you need to get ready for going back to work and going back to school. So come on out Thursday night, tomorrow, August 25th. Doors open, I believe, at 7. C Roses, 4000 Coolidge Avenue, Vibes and Verses, a Spitfire Poetry Shutdown edition of Vibes and Verses, the open mic. You do not want to miss this. Shout out to the table, my team, my sister Shamice Jacobs, my brother Victor CEO, Anna I always mess up my sister's name, Aneski, Anna Kanzet. And thank you all for coming out last week to the I Am Woke Encore. That show was a complete success. I want to thank everybody. Thank Bo and everybody over at the Orion Fillmore, Clutch, Chef Rocker, everybody who had a part in helping us bring that all together. Um, the guys who God, I'm sorry, I can't even remember a man's name who was the one of the presenters as well. But it was an awesome time. I loved doing that play. Um, Shout out to the cast, everybody. Y'all did a wonderful job. I love y'all. Can't wait to do some work in the future again. Um, so yeah, 4,000 Coolidge Avenue, Vibes and Verses, Spitfire Poetry Shutdown Edition. Y'all don't want to miss that open mic. It's going to be off the hook. Every time we do that, we have a good time. Every second and fourth Thursday at C Roses is an open mic. Vibes and Verses, I guarantee you don't want to miss that. It's always a good time, good food. There's always a vendor or two in the house every now and then, so you don't want to miss that. I'm telling you, it's always a good vibe there. Vibes and Verses. You got the vibes, and we definitely got the verses. All right. Now, also, you can always get my books, Unusual Favor, Spitfire Poetry Volume 1 and Spitfire Poetry Volume 2. They're both available on Amazon. You can get them on Amazon. You can hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger. You can email me at my name, John Hansboro, the number 13 at gmail.com, and get any of my books. Shout out to my guy Clutch too as well. Shout out to DJ Clutch. He definitely plays a part in helping us get everything together. Shout out to my sister Thomasina Redmond for checking in. I appreciate you guys. All right, we're gonna get right into it. So, like I said, I want to get some shit off my chest, man. I had a crazy week, and well, I had a crazy week, but I'm thankful. Put it that way. I definitely am not complaining at all. I'm not complaining, but I need time sometimes to reflect and regroup. And poetry is something that helps me to get by. It helps me in so many different ways. If anybody watching has not known my story or know how I started poetry, I started doing poetry seriously about it in a time in my life when I was basically broken. I was going through a lot of different shit, trying to figure out stuff. I was in a place that I had no idea where I was at. I was like in a tunnel of darkness, and poetry was the light for me. That was what helped me to get past and get through every day and keep pressing forward, really. All right. Um, and then I tell a little bit about my story in the first book, Unusual Favor, True Account of Addiction and Infidelity. If you can get that, you want to check that out. And part 2 is done, and I'm just waiting to release that. And then I think I'm done with the Unusual Favor series after that. And we may have a play coming, so I don't really want to talk about that too much. But all right, let's go into some poetry. All right. So poetry is my therapy. So I want to start off with that one. That's one of my favorite poems right now. Poetry is my therapy. That is the title. I think I wrote this maybe a month ago. I know it was during this summer, so it had to be sometime in July. I wrote Poetry is my therapy. Poetry is my therapy. Poetry is my therapy. It gets me through so much shit. When I put pen to paper, it gets me through so much shit. Pushing and pressing the pen, the ink is insulin. 6 units before breakfast. I count my carbs. I can't be reckless. I maintain a decent sugar level because if my shit drop, it could be detrimental. Poetry is my therapy. Back and forth to the dispensary. I need the right strain. What do you got for inflammation and pain? Terpene, limonene, I don't know what the fuck you mean. I want the indica hybrid sativa. I need her that marries a cheetah because everybody sees her poetry. That's my therapy. Something therapeutic happens when I go to create. It's just something about putting the right word with the right line and make them both come together, like you and your partner at the very same time. Two souls sharing the same vibe. Poetry is my therapy. I press every day. Giving up is not an option. A devil going down today. You know, man, that nigga, we stay boxing. He got me on the ropes. But I'm God body Ali. I hit him with the rope a dope. The champ is here. The champ is here. And I fight every ounce of fear. I just do it like Nike, the goddess of victory. You know he's in here. Poetry. That's my therapy. Sometimes it keeps me up at night. It's the little light in mine that keeps me up writing that one last line. I need it, I need it, I need it like the air I breathe. If I didn't have it, tell me where would I be? I could have been serving the 1 to 3. My wife and kids could have buried me. Poetry. Poetry is my therapy. That's poetry is my therapy. And it truly is my therapy, definitely. Definitely. When somebody gets under my skin, or because I try not to show that a lot. But if somebody has pissed me off or gotten under my skin or something like that, grabbing a pen and putting something down for me is a good way of like releasing that instead of cussing somebody out or, doing something crazy, which you can't do at 47 years old. I would like to slap some people sometimes. I'm gonna just be honest, but you can't do that. That's not me. But anyway, yeah, so that's poetry is my therapy. If y'all can get out tomorrow, come on out to see Roses, 4000 Coolidge Avenue. The vibes and verses will be in full effect. Trust me, it's going to be vibe. It's going to be just so much excitement in the room. And like I said, it's a good way to release. To me, poetry, open mics is like going to a AA meeting or something like that. Like I need poetry that bad. That's what I do to get me through so much, as I say all the time, but because it's the truth. All right. So let's share another one. This one is called They Say All That Shouting Isn't Necessary. This is another one of my favorites. I wrote this one when I was in a shitty place. A lot of the poetry that I write, I would say 70% of it, when I'm writing, 70% of the stuff I've written, it comes from a place where I was in a depressed state, or I was angry, or I was just dealing with something I didn't know how to handle. And then there's a good percentage of my stuff where, I am, I talk about being thankful for a lot of things, life, health, strength, grace, mercy, things of that nature, because I definitely could have been gone a number of years ago. So this is called They Say All That Shouting Isn't Necessary. I wrote this one day, came home from church, and at the church that I was frequent at the time, whenever I would feel a spirit or whatever over me, I would bang on the walls in the church. Shout out to Pastor Michael Wallace. They used to let me put holes in the church. I love that guy. They used to let me put holes in the wall sometimes. I would hit the wall so hard, and then my fist would just go through it. It wasn't brick enough like that, of course, but my hand would just go through the wall. I would just feel a bead and just, whatever I was dealing with maybe that week or that day, that's how I released it out. I would just bang on the wall. All right. So this is called They Say All That Shouting Isn't Necessary. They say all that shouting isn't necessary. But what have they been through that's colder than the month of February? I'm talking about news that'll make your body ache. And it's out of your control, so you feel you gotta participate. It was all good just a week ago. Now I'm in a doctor's office and they planning my treatment though. My work has come to a halt, but my bills are longer than a tree stump. I stand in line for aid and assistance. All the while, I feel I'm losing my existence. The lady behind that desk looked at me as a stereotype. Now realizing 96 hours prior, I ran a work site. I feel like my back's against the wall, so I pick up the phone, but who do I call? I was stripped of everything with nothing to spare as I laid on a cold, hard table and stared in the air. God, is this it? Will I see my wife and kids again? If I die and my babies cry, who will make them grin again? My life was saved, though it was full of sin. My doctor said, take a few of these and your pain will come to an end, but no, I must keep going. It's no time to break. But my back's against the wall, and the devil don't hesitate. When he came to me to convince me of my fate, I refused to be a victim and told him, clown, you too late. When I realized who brought me through it all, my vision, it became clear as he showed me a picture of it all. He said, son, didn't I tell you I would never let you fall? It was then I decided to serve him in the midst of it all. So if you see me go crazy or start to bang on a wall, it's my way of praising him because he brought me through it all. All right, that is all that shouting ain't necessary. Shout out to Miss Joyce. I want to check her show out, Conversations with Joy B. Shout out to Miss Joyce Butler. Shout out to my man DJ Clutch in the house. Shout out to you, Clutch. I appreciate you, bro. All right, let's go with another one. Like I said, poetry is my therapy. All right, let's do this one. This is called Patio Light. I wrote this on my patio one day. I like to spend a lot of time on the patio in the summer, especially really in the summer and in the fall. I'm not really out there too much in the wintertime unless we got a heater or whatever out there with us. But I do sit out in the winter when it's snow. I love the snow. It's tranquil. It gets me in a nice mood. All right, so this is called Patio Light. All right. What a nice day, rain or shine, chilling on my patio, watching the world like a video. I may be clothed or buck naked. It doesn't matter. Windows are tinted. The view from my rectangle box is of house rooftops. The sky's the limit, counting clouds till they distant. Morning stretching, coffee and texting. My mind wanders off like a flock of birds flexing. Moving in motion, the sky is gray because the sun was stolen. Glass of wine, feet dug in the rug, laptop open. Netflix rolling. At work thinking of your favorite place to unwind, and it's safe. The patio life is something nice. Chilling with my wife when the sun goes down, it's going down. Patio life, the heater feels nice on a snowy day. The view takes your breath away, jumping fences to the next yard. Relax in my chair till I hear that bell start to sound. My food is done now. Patio life. Patio life. Let's just keep it going. All right, this is another one of my favorites right here. This is called Same Old Shit. Same old shit. Same old shit. Same old shit till it's non-existent. The stench reeks for hours. We should be in power. Our unity is not about you and me. Same old shit till it's non-existent. The stench reeks for hours. We should be in power. Our unity is not about you and me. When we get past the scrutiny, things will be better, you see. But it's the same old shit indeed. Now the government got grass dispensaries because they are finally making profits, you see. He screams, stay woke, but they don't listen because he's broke. They on the corner pushing smoke. It's loud outside just because it's summertime. Dirt bikes rolling on cameras they hold and flood social media. We read encyclopedias and my children push buttons. Gingerbread muffins, but it's the same old shit indeed. On a corner bleeding, he just took a beating from the boys in blue. What you gonna do? Same old shit indeed. Viral video of a booty shaking hoe got hundreds of views, and we all watch the news to see if we recognize any of them dudes. Me and P13 on another murder scene, and they decorate the city in yellow tape that's sticky because they shot little Ricky and they marched for 30 days because it's the same old shit today. That's the same old shit. All right, let's get into something that's a little deep really quick. This is called The Addiction. We all got family members, friends, loved ones that we've dealt with that had some type of addiction to something. Drugs, porn, alcohol, anything. I mean, shopping. There's all different types of addiction, right? But I was feeling a certain kind of way one day, and I came up with this one. This is called addiction, the addiction. My level of pissed, deep as the abyss. Same old shit. I'm tired of it. I give all I can. When I can't do, I stand. But damn, man, was this in his plan? I cover it like a wax clean car. Don't take it out, leave it in park. Deal with the maintenance, warranty is expired. Used to admire them and be full of spirit. Now when they talk, you don't want to hear it. I was dragged through the mud in my clean white clothes. I suppose it's karma, or is it just drama? Sometimes you're so bothered you just have them pardon because they've been stuck for a long time. And to sing a new song, it's your final call. Give me 2, I'll take 5. He said, stay alive, black man. As I rolled up my window, he saw his reflection. It felt good that he blessed him. He went home and she tested him. Robin Hood off that porridge is a disaster, I'm sure of it. Woke up in a pool of it. You can't know you doing it. The addiction really hits you like onion peels. You pray just to say, God, take it away. The pain and dismay. You say leave and they stay. They can't have your day. Keep your head all the way up. They could self-destruct inside of a month. Stand by them is tough, but you won't give up. You all they got. It's an evil plot from the little red man who carries a fork, plays games for sport, and then resorts to blaming you. It's crazy in the zoo when the cage is left open. Therapy just coping, and at church they just pointing from a glass house with many spots and wrinkles. If we just stuck together, there would be no equals. The addiction. That shit right there. Every time I read that one, it takes me back somewhere. All right. This is called the clean getaway. Clean getaway. Now you know what? I'm not gonna share that one. Hold on. I'm not gonna share that one. 443-297-4753, guys. If you want to call and give me a holler, feel free to. This is August 25th. So I've been on, shout out to Dr. Lady J Jenkins too, man. I've been on this platform now for almost a year and a half, and it has brought me nothing but pleasure to be on here. Honestly, it really has. To be able to spread my word and to help inspire others while inspiring myself. And to put others out there, I use this platform because I want us to win. I want us to, whatever you got going on, come on my podcast and we can talk about what you got going on. I'm a very humble person, but I do have a lot of followers. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I would love to bring you on and have you, talk about your brand, your book, your play, whatever. If you're a writer, singer, if you're a poet, spoken word artist, I would love to have you on my show. I'm all about. Um, I've learned a long time ago, if you bless somebody else, that blessing comes back to you tenfold. So many times, it doesn't matter who it is or how you bless them. If you bless somebody else, I'm telling you, you definitely will get a blessing in return. So don't stop blessing people if that's what you do. And if you don't bless anybody, you should try. Patio Light. You should try to see where it gets you, definitely. All right, let's do this one. This is one of my favorites too. This is called Coffee in the Joint. Coffee in the Joint. Where we at with the time? Okay. I got up early this morning and had my coffee in a joint. My dogs woke up soon as they hear the toilet flush. They want to go outside. I open their cage and they run right out, pushing me straight to the side. On the patio, enjoying the scenery with my coffee and a joint. Yell upstairs to wake up my kids after my coffee and a joint. Really, I'm a tea drinker, but sometimes I just love the smell of that coffee and a joint. Don't judge me. After prayer, my day starts with coffee and a joint. I check my emails and return my messages with my coffee and a joint. At the kitchen table with my wife, sipping coffee and a joint. Thinking of the things I need to do today with my coffee and a joint. My cell phone rings, I may not answer. I'm having my coffee and a joint. You see, because time is precious and the little things matter, like my coffee and a joint. That is coffee and a joint. Oh, let's do this one. This is called It's Wrong. I think I wrote this around 2020 when we was in the middle of the pandemic. The pandemic really kicked off. I know I wrote this around that time. This is called It's Wrong. It's wrong, and it's been going on for far too long. We should sing a new song. The people have spoken. Some are going off emotions because it's wrong, and it's been going on for far too long. We can make a change, but it requires us to change. Change the way we're spending our dollars, because to them, that's the only thing that matters, because their pockets, they get fatter. When you're spending money with the man, you should be buying land. I don't understand what's going on. So many things I see are wrong, and it's been going on for far too long. We should sing a new song, fight the power and say it loud. You're not inferior. You should feel proud. Remember who you are. Raise your head and stand tall. Pull up your goddamn pants. I don't want to see that, man. The shit stain in the fabric is embedded deep like racism. We can't have it because it's wrong. And it's been going on for far too long. We should sing a new song. We are the world. Well, who's helping the children? 2020 has been a year of constant worry and fear. Deadly virus, police brutality, fighting injustice. It's abundantly clear that we still have so far to go after so many blood, sweat, and tears because it's wrong. And it's been going on for far too long. All right. This is called My Mornings. My Mornings. I can't even remember when I wrote this. I know it was within the last 2 years or so. But this is called My Mornings. Fresh out the shower, I walk into my enclosed patio, butt ass naked. Crack the sliding door, no towel, I air dry. Spark my meds, stretch my legs, hop on the exercise bike, and live is my scenery. Miss Kathy planting her flowers, she be out there for hours. The nosy neighbor hides behind the curtain. That's Malcolm, little do he know we can see his shadow. The rhythmic sounds of Miss Lucy sweeping her walkway is soothing. The backyards look like mini football fields, perfectly manicured like turf. The kids next door threw a turf football, yelling their favorite players' names. A few of the friends started a game. The tint on the sliding doors show your reflection. I can see you, you can't see inside behind the tent I hide. What's the plan for the day? Write the day away? No Netflix, no seasons, no reasons to do anything else. Build your brand, screw the middleman, devise a new plan. Make mistakes for improvement. There's lessons in losing. Press your way to the end of the day and then get on your knees and pray. That is my mornings. That is called my mornings. I want to share another one with y'all. This one is called. I didn't even name this. It's just I must. Everything is I must something, right? Then I want to share another one with you. Let's see. All right, but this is called I must. I must continue. I must sustain. I must develop. I must remain. I must press. I must praise. I must. Let me start that over. I must continue. I must sustain. I must develop. I must remain. I must press. I must praise. I must pray morning, noon, and day. I must forgive. I must give. I must move. I must stay. I must focus. I must speak. I must delete. I must complete. I must heal. I must fail. I must succeed. I must help my brother in time of need. I must carry on. That's I must. All right. It's hunting season. This is one of my favorites right now, too. This is called It's Hunting Season. It's hunting season and I'm the prey. With so many things against me, if I explain, would you even understand? It's hunting season and I'm the prey. In the end, the outcome is the same. No consequences for their actions. We pay consequences for our blackness. It's hunting season and I'm the prey. If I get shot, you may see a small segment on Fox. The scenario doesn't matter. Nobody's held accountable. They think we a bunch of animals. I just want to enjoy my family and live out my days, raise my two children and make all sorts of memories. It's hunting season and I'm the prey. And I got a question. If it's hunting season and I'm the prey, why does it have to be this way? It's hunting season and I'm the prey. You can't answer my question. You ain't got shit to say. It's hunting season and I'm the prey. It's hunting season and it shouldn't be this way. Wow, I got two different versions of that. I didn't even realize it. Of hunting season. All right, that's called hunting season. Like I said, guys, tomorrow, Thursday, August 25th, come on out to 4000 Coolidge Avenue, C. Rose's Event Center. You don't want to miss this open mic event, Vibes and Verses, the Spitfire Poetry Shutdown edition. We're going to have a good time. I always have t-shirts. I've always got books. If you need a book, hit me up. If you see me in the street and you need a book, a lot of times I do have a book or two on me. I try to anyway. Follow 4 authors, follow just about every single person that was in the I Am Woke production. If you didn't see that, the first 2 productions of that, you really missed a wonderful, wonderful treat. You got to see the I Am Woke movement. I'm sure we're going to be doing it a few more times, definitely. It's a very powerful, powerful play that is done off of spoken word and poetry and just a lot of truth too in what's going on in our culture. Some stuff you may not want to hear, but your ass need to hear it because we gotta start. We gotta. I don't know. We got a lot to do. You know what I mean? We really do. We're doing. If you're doing something in the community, that's inspiring somebody or that's pushing somebody, I commend you. All I want to be around is positivity. I can't stand negativity, any negative shit that people, I don't even like being around negative stuff at all. I try not to, you know. Everybody goes through things. I don't judge anybody, but I just try not to be around negative shit. It's not good. All right, let's share something else. So this is called, let's do Forgive the Saints. This is called Forgive the Saints. I should be able to remember this. Forgive the saints, because I could care less for title or rank. That devil will deceive you. He's nothing but evil. When you're full of the spirit, nothing comes near. Jeremiah moaned, it's like fire in my bones when the pastor reaches a certain tone and zeroes in on the problems you own. You cried and you wept that you came to accept it. Endure the night because that joy is unexpected. And change your heart. That's the start of something you took part. It's not fashion or art. Come into the art. And change your soul and walk streets of gold. It's about eternal life, not thousands of likes. Tell me what went wrong as we sang our song on benches with palms. And my favorite Psalms is 30. Of course, I cried out, oh Lord, and you swung a sword. Now I'm beginning to see how you live in the tightest of places. It's all so amazing. Chasing after you and I'm blue, they said it was you that made it all true. So what's there to do except keep praising you? I mean, you are the reason I'm walking and breathing. All right, that's Forgive the Saints. This Sunday, check out my sister Grace Givens. Check out Grace Givens. Poets for Dinner the last Sunday of every month. Y'all already know how she gets down. She's gonna feed you. She's gonna love on you. All right. If you can get out, go definitely check my sister out. Poets for Dinner every last Sunday of the month. I don't even know who she's featuring this Sunday. It doesn't matter though, because whoever she features is always dope. I love her poetry events. That's my sister. I love her. I met her a few years ago when I went to one of her open mics. And I've been in love with how she does hers ever since. And she's an awesome cook. She's got a great team around her. The food is always great. I'm telling y'all, if you want to go, hear some good spoken word, get a good meal up in you, something nice to eat, and you're around some good people with good vibes, you definitely want to check her out the last Sunday every month, right? Go and follow Poets for Dinner on Instagram and Facebook and see where she is at the end of every month. Okay? Like I said, tomorrow come out 4000 Coolidge Avenue, Vibes and Verses, Spitfire Poetry Shutdown Edition. We're going to be in rare form tomorrow. I guarantee you. I'm going to share this one too. This is called A Year in a Pandemic. What time is it? I'm going to share a few more, then I'm going to talk for a second. All right, this is called A Year in a Pandemic. A year in a pandemic, even that is systemic, largely affecting the black and the brown. Maybe that's the reason they played it down. I gotta run that back. A year in a pandemic, even that is systemic, largely affecting the black and the brown. Maybe that's the reason they played it down. 2021, everyone in their bag, black-owned business is now the new swag. Ain't that some shit? I love it though. I ain't mad. It's time we build and support our own. Spending it elsewhere is really sad. Lockdowns, curfews, storming buildings, the village of the privileged is on full display. You know it's no way in hell we can act that way and not get shot. Countries on antibiotics because of an infection. Going to take more than stimulus relief to keep people safe in all these streets. Tension is high and too tight to mention. People losing their jobs with no cash in their pension. Everything is virtual now. Please keep your distance. 6 feet apart, wash your hands, stay sanitized. Don't pass it to me. I want no contact. The disease death rate is higher than NASDAQ. Money is scarce, people robbing and stealing. The young bulls catch a lick and scream, oh, what a feeling. It feels like you're going to be robbed when you walk out your house. Everyone's face is covered in a mask, so you read body language as they walk past. Vaccines are in demand. People on the fence about taking it though. Want to be sure it's safe and they won't end up like Jane or John Doe. Should the kids go back to school or keep it virtual? Are their behaviors changing, making them antisocial? Yes, 2020 changed everything. Racism and hatred, that's not a new thing. It's always been a behavior that's taught. Who would have thought that we'd be wearing a mask, concealing our profile? How long will this last? We lost so many people within a year. When you think about it, how can you not shed a tear? All right, that's yeah in the pandemic. I want to share this. Shout out to my little sister Mozart. Um, she's one of the cast members in the I Am Woke Theatrical Experience. Um, and in this play, there's a bunch of different spoken word poems. The director and writer, shout out to Thomasina Redmond and her husband Vic, the CEO. I know it's Leo season, bro. I ain't gonna leave you out. But she did an absolutely, man, amazing job of merging everyone's pieces together to create. Hello, we got a call, it says? Everyone's pieces together to create a story. And it's so powerful and so moving. And shout out to Mozart because she shares a piece in there um, that I wrote some time ago. And she really delivers it even better than I do. I honestly believe. I really do. Like the way she delivers it is so. I'm all. I can't even talk. I'm always at a loss for words, and I'm always holding back tears because the way that she delivers it is a such a compliment. You know, I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. It's such like a just a compliment. Because I take everything that I write seriously and I put my all into what I write. I do. And the way that she delivers it, she's an awesome poet as it is. Everyone in the production is awesome. I mean, you guys, I'm telling you, you got to come and see the next production when we do the I Am Woke Poetical Experience. There's so many different artists in there. They're awesome. But this poem is called Justice. And I wrote this just being upset about all the bullshit that constantly goes on in the streets. You know, police brutality, not even just police brutality, just, you know, the stigma and the way we're looked at sometimes, the way we treat each other sometimes is just it baffles me. It's really disturbing to me of how we treat each other. When we should be really trying to band together. There's enough shit going on out here, and we got enough things against our culture that we really need to be banding together. But anyway, this is called Justice. Justice. Where's the justice for the people of color? Is there any justice? An old man told me a long time ago, if you're looking for justice, son, look no further. All you'll find is just us. No justice, just us. No justice for the murder, just us. No justice for the racism, just us. No justice for the brutality, just us. No justice for the rape and massacre of my people, just us. That's the short version. And I'm glad I put the short version in this book. I just realized I don't even have the long version in there. This is Spitfire Poetry Volume 2. So that's the short version. If you want to hear that whole if you want to hear that whole piece, come to the I Am Woke Poetical Experience. The next time we do that, you come and experience that. And my sister Mozart will definitely rock y'all socks off with that one. I'm telling you, man. Because it's definitely long. I just shared a few bars of that. Um, like I said, I've been doing this on this platform now for about a year and a half. And I just want to thank everybody who follows me and supports me and shares my videos. I want to thank my Spitfire Poetry family. I'm not even going to start naming names. You know, I got love for each and every one of y'all that I've met and started with maybe back in like 2017 to this very day. To the day, you know, poetry has helped me to expand and build, build relationships, not only in different cities and states, but across the country as well, different continents and stuff like that. And I'm thankful, and I thank everyone who helps and supports my movement. Um, I write because it helps me feel good. I write because it is therapeutic for me, as I say all the time, right? And I like to share my story because in hopes to help somebody else or inspire somebody else. You never know what anybody else is dealing with. We all got all different types of shit that we deal with. Some of us hide it better than others, but you got to find a way to get it off your chest, man. Pray about it. Go to church. Go to your therapist. Do something. You know, holistic wise, whatever you smoke, whatever you do, I don't care what you do, as long as it's safe and you're not endangering yourself or anybody else. Find that peace. Find something that gets you into that place where you are in a good space, right? In a protected space, in a safe space. All right, this one is called "Got My Mind Right." We got about 10 minutes left. This is called "Got My Mind Right." I got my mind right, high in sight. We ain't the same. I'm cut from a cloth that's out of stock, discontinued. It's not on the menu. The shit I went through will fold you like a beach chair. I speak my mind and my transparency is crystal clear. 2020 was a trying year. I learned a few things I'll keep with me like I'm concealing a weapon. This has been a long time coming. I was hit and it threw me off. So I got back in position, refocused the vision, and got back to the mission. With the money I tricked off, I should have remodeled my kitchen. I got my mind right, high in sight. We ain't the same. I'm cut from a cloth that's out of stock, discontinued. It's not on the menu. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. You guys want to check out Brother Chad is next on his show. You want to check him out tonight at 8 o'clock. Okay. Um, School starts on Monday for just about most of everybody. If your child isn't in school already, let's pray for the kids that they have a safe year and that that they're doing the best that they can because information is key and information is power. All right, keep those books cracked open. That's where they try to hide stuff from us, but they can't. You gotta read. You gotta talk to somebody. Youngsters, if you got anybody in your life that you look to for advice and they give you good advice, stay in their ear, stay close to them, talk to them, ask them questions. You know, I'm sorry about that if you could hear my dogs barking, but ask questions, man. I hate to say this, but it's the truth because I got two youngsters. I got two daughters, 13 and 10, and I love my babies to death. A lot of the youngsters out here now today, and it's natural, it's not nothing bad, but because we were like that when we were young. But you got to think if you're, I don't know, 13, 14 years old, okay, and your parents are in their 50s or 40s or 60s. What makes you think that you know more information? And I don't care what the internet is doing, or technology is great and this, that, and the other, but there's no experience of life like living life. So for anybody young that's watching, sometimes it's best to shut up and listen to your parents. Even if you don't agree with what they're saying, just shut your mouth. We living in a different time now where I'm gonna say it, and I'm sorry, but I think we let our kids have so much. They express themselves in so many different ways, and that's fine to express yourself, but it has to be done in a respectful way. I have issues with trying to deal with what goes on today because I come from a place where children didn't interrupt grown folks' conversation. You didn't, you talked, but it wasn't like you didn't speak unless you were spoken to, but you stayed in your place. You know what I mean? You didn't back talk the people that were raising you, or that's older than you, or that's, putting food on the table for you. All right. So, some of you young people, just think about that. I know y'all know everything, you've been here so much longer than a lot of us adults, which I don't understand how you figure that, but think about it for a minute though, Like I said in that poem, I got a poem I love called Lay Little Black Boy. Listen to your elders. They can teach you some things. Listen to your elders. They can teach you some things. Talk to your grandparents, your uncles and aunts, and ask them about things that went on in the 70s, 80s, and 60s, and where we are at today in 2022. Because the only thing that's changed is technology. Racism still there, all that other bullshit. It hasn't changed. It hasn't. It hasn't. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I can't tell you who I'm going to have on next week. I want to surprise everybody with that. But stay tuned next week for the artists that I have on Spitfire Poetry Shutdown podcast. Remember, it's every Wednesday from 7 to 8 o'clock. I love you all. Shout out, just finally ordered your book off Amazon. I didn't see volume 2. Where can I get it, bro? Thanks, man. I appreciate you, Chad, for that. I'm going to actually, Chad, hit me up on Facebook or any of the social media. I'll hit you off in the chat. It is on Amazon too. Spitfire Poetry Volume 2 is on Amazon, but you got to, I know Volume 1 comes up and Unusual Favor comes up, but I may have to send you the link for Volume 2. But bro, I appreciate you, man. I really do appreciate you for supporting me, man. You have no idea what that means. Everybody, please be safe out there. I love y'all. Thank you for your support. If you want to be blessed, you have to bless somebody else. If you want to come out and have a good time tomorrow, August 25th, Vibes and Verses, the Spitfire Poetry Shutdown edition. Shout out to C. Shout out to Shamice. Everybody over there at C. Rosa. Shout out to the table, my team, Vic, and Nesky, Anna Kamzet, everybody at the I Am Woke movement. Shout out to my brother, Geo. Look out for this movie, y'all. Baltimore Bando. My brother Geo's got a wonderful project that he's doing, man, called Baltimore Bando. Y'all are going to love it. Y'all definitely going to love it. I'm telling you. You want to be blessed, bless somebody else. Stay tuned for the next show with my man Chad. Be safe out here. Be vigilant. You want to be blessed, bless somebody else. All right? Have a good night, guys.
I know you do. I know you do, because that's what I do. I give you that kind of love that makes you come back. I'm your pusher, baby. You're a pusher.
Hey, little black boy, let me holler at you for a minute. I was once in your place. You should respect what I say. Some of the things I'm about to tell you just may save your life in the world right now. Much is right. Little black boy, you're gonna see and experience all sorts of things, but don't let your mind be locked in the chains.
Thanks for tuning in to What Up Baltimore online.